show you a few of the things that I do in my normal life. I've been so inspired looking at all the advocates and looking at their regular lives. I realized I need to show you some of the things that I do. Lately, I have been doing a painted rug. It has been wonderful. I am very blessed because my husband tolerates all my zany activities. And I'm not outside gardening, which I absolutely love to do. And since I can't be out pulling weeds right now, I've been painting. It's kind of the same, but totally opposite. It is my therapy. It is my mental health. And I love it. And it relaxes me and calms me. And I think there is an absolute beauty to like a meditation when I have a hard time regular meditating. And I wish I was one of those people that could. I'll get there. But in the meantime, I'm an active meditator and it is absolutely beautiful. It brings just a serenity and peace and calmness to me. On top of painting the rug, I have actually been redoing the stairway. Now, it is still in progress. It is taking me like a year. Well, maybe not a year, 6 months or something, right? But it's taking forever. Luckily, I have a husband with patience. I do things when I can. So not only am I not always feeling well, I have a son that needs, my attention. I need to give him love and raise him and do all of those things. I've got myself, I've got others, I've got all these things. So things take time. I'm so lucky that I have a very patient husband. Okay, another thing that I have been doing is trying to cook. I'm going to be totally honest. I am not one of those people who enjoys cooking. I thought for years oh, I would love cooking. I was totally wrong. Oh my gosh. I don't like it. I don't know how to explain it. I have no attention span for this. I can burn air pretty much. It's just so bad. So I actually one day attempted to make it was spinach and then something else. I accidentally fried the pieces of spinach while I was trying to cook. So then I had to switch it over. I finally get it in the pan and I'm cooking that spinach thinking I'm like Julia Childs or something, just awesome, right? And I'm getting it in there and then I'm doing, what's the other thing? I don't know I can't remember right now. Whatever I was cooking, that one was going crazy. So I'm going back and forth through the cooking. And I finally take all the fried spinach out and I put it and I do it perfectly. I've got this butter and then I worked so hard, took so long, and then as I'm about to drain it out into the sink because I really want this to be so good because I've been trying so hard, I dropped the stinking spinach in the sink. I'm not even going to make some excuse oh, this or that, I'm just not there's something wrong with food. No, my interest is so little because I have no attention. I burn everything. Start mini fires, not a good match for a cook. So quite frankly, it is something I'm doing lately, but I'm not thoroughly enjoying it whatsoever. Another thing is I made a little fence. So a while ago we had to cut down all our fencing, clean up everything, and we had this horrible, ugly, yucky mess on the side of the house. I'm very aware of it. I apologize profusely to all of my neighbors. I really do try. But some things take time, right? So what I did is I made my own little stand-up fence. I used these tiki torch stakes, which are amazing. I wish I could have a million of them. And then I used PVC pipe and some lattice. It was awesome. Oh, and zip ties. I was so proud of myself. Oh, rebar. Anyway, all these things, I made it. I was so proud. I broke my favorite pair of outdoor scissors. Nonetheless, I did it and I'm very proud of it. I worked on my compost. I have little bins. They're big Tupperware bins actually outside because I don't have the proper thing yet and I'm not sure where I want to put it. So in the meantime, these are kind of like the set-asides until I can do more. I have to say the best thing about composting so far is when you see all these fall leaves, you used to be like, oh no, I gotta clean all those leaves and blah, blah, blah. As someone who's composting, I'm like, yes, more brown. That's the cool thing is composting. And that has been a joy for me and a stinky joy also, but getting better because I'm putting the browns in there, mixing it up, and it's making me delighted. So I have to multitask a lot simply because, where's the time, right? And sometimes my multitasking is me laying there just trying to feel better while I do something else, right? One wonderful thing for me is YouTube. I do love it. I like watching people too. There's this girl, I'm so loving her. She is so positive. She is fun. She's Canadian. And I tell you, okay, stereotype, right? Let me tell you, there's a stereotype about Canadian people that they are all nice and kind and sweet and wonderful. I'm sorry, Canadians, but you totally live up to it. You are your stereotype. My biased opinion. I have been loving every Canadian I've ever met. And there's this girl, I totally watch her on YouTube. Her name is Clutter Bug. I'll put a little link for you. She's so positive and she's fun and she helps clean and stuff and she just makes me happy. Stay to the end of her videos and you'll hear like a little story of her life. It is so wonderful. I love her. Anyhow, I bought her book. So not only do I watch her on YouTube, just like while I'm cleaning, while I'm resting, anything. She just makes me happy. I also bought her last book. I think she has another one I need to get. And I pre-ordered the future book, so I'm so excited. I would totally recommend her if you're trying to get your life together. I'm doing a quick plug because I know that when my brain goes zapping, which it is more frequently than I'd ever want anymore, having things written, organized, and detailed has been a lifesaver, and she has this wonderful book. I'm going to do a link thing. I love her. So kind of a recommendation, things I'm doing lately is I'm now reading the book as I go. Another thing is we got some houseplants. I love houseplants. I've wanted them forever. Like when I want something, I'll put it in my Amazon cart and I'll stock it. Like, oh my gosh, when can I have this? Like, I'm not an immediate gratification person, although I'd like to be, wouldn't, right? But I like to look at things, think about it, how can we use this, all of that. So I've been watching these snake plants, aka mother-in-law's tongue, for a long time. And I'm like, honey, we really need this. And for some reason, I wasn't finding them at Home Depot. The other day, we went to Home Depot and we found them. And so we got, I think like 5 of them. I'm so happy. They're great. They're great indoor plants and they clean the air for you. And I love that idea. And it's nice to have plants. And I can't be outside doing much in the yard right now. I've been like completely out. Like we've been sick for a long time. Anyway, so I have those. And also a new kind of hobby I picked up, I guess, is doing pictures, fiddling around with pictures. I don't know. I'm finding that I'm really enjoying just the little things in life. They're simple and they're fun and like perspective. And I know, I don't know, I'll have to show you. I'll put it on here so you can see. But just enjoying taking pictures and like really up close pictures. It's amazing what this world is made of. And I guess another thing is I've been doing odds and ends on DIYs around the house. I put some hooks up to put my measuring cups and to put the hot pads. I'm just doing here and there. Oh, I organized my tools. Oh, I love my tools. So I organized my tools. So that was really cool. I'm currently in the midst of going through papers and cleaning my craft room / office / who in the world knows whatever this room is, like the everything room. And literally, like I have paperwork from, we've moved here, it's been almost like 3 years maybe, I guess. Paperwork from California. So like before we even moved here, I haven't even like looked at, not even opened. Things from my mom's house from when I was younger. I am going through all of it. And I want to work out again. It's going to take some time because I have been sick for a while. But little by little, so I am going to do a little more yoga with my son. We do this, it's Cosmic Yoga on YouTube. It's so cool. I don't know where she's from, but she has a cool accent. Well, I always love the accents, right? Really cool accent, and it's like a child's level of yoga, and sometimes that's where I'm at, right? So I do it, and I love it, and it's a lot of fun, and it's me and my son doing something together. So these are some of the things I'm doing. I'm sure I'm doing other things too, chit-chatting with my family and friends and whatever else, but these are the things I enjoy. I hope that you know a little bit more about me, and you can do other things other than, I hope you know that there are other things in life than trying to be an advocate and pushing for MPN awareness, all of that, I need balance. I think everyone needs balance. So yes, get the word out there, pray for scientists and people and doctors and all those who are working to make our lives better. Do the best we can on that. Absolutely. And live your life, because you need balance. You need things that make your soul happy. And if painting a rug is okayed in your house, I totally recommend it. If doing yoga, if watching someone who's being like super amazing cleaning their house and telling you little quips of their life, like the Clutter Bug girl, I love her. Like all these things, enjoying people, enjoying lives, the simple things are absolutely there. And you can have balance. You can be an advocate. You can have a chronic illness, and you can be okay.